Hello everyone and welcome back. I'm Brad and this is World of Warcraft Legion. We're continuing with the Suramar story, so let's get started.
Walk with purpose.
Okay, so that gives me 100 million artifact power. I'm also maxed out on artifact power. I didn't want my character to progress beyond this part of the story until I had the videos to show you. So this bag right here, all these items are all artifact power tokens that I've had to save because I need to get through this part of the story before I could do the next part of the story, which unlocks more artifact power. So I've just been storing it all, and I can't actually use it yet. So I could have manipulated it in such a way where I could have, but no, I wanted to get through the story and show it off. I've been getting a lot of raid gear too, so let's
Our
talk
isolation
to
has ended.
Arcanist Larissa. The perfect opportunity. I've heard whispers from Suramar City. Recent unrest in the city has prompted nobles to seek another advisor to fill Elison's council. Such positions are rarely offered and hotly contested. This is the perfect opportunity for Lilith, and Lilith is the perfect candidate. Fate smiles upon our cause. I know she has historically chosen to avoid such politics and maneuvering, but we must now ask to join the fray. Seek her out at the Waning Crescent and ensure her victory.
Suramar must be free.
Okay, so we've got a quest there. There's also a quest from Liana Darksorrow that's down in this Fell Soul Hold, and that's going to lead to a whole chain of quests down in here. It's a small area, but this chain of quests is rather cool. And then we've got another chain of quests here, which are the Vrykul and basically the giants of the Burning Legion, and this leads us into this section of the zone. So there's two side quests and then the main quest. So I picked up the main quest, which leads us back to the city. But we're going to go there first and do that. I want to get the main story out of the way, then we'll do the side story, these two side stories, which are shorter. But we'll have it all for you. Let's see, I have to go to the Waning Crescent. Alright, so now we're going to run to our secret rebel base in the city. God, this city's so beautiful. It's funny because the color palette of the buildings is all very neutral. It's just very monochrome. It's gray on gray, kind of like a bluish gray. But then you add all of these banners and plant life and everything, and it just comes alive. It's so nice.
They are waiting for you in the
There is a
tavern.
reason we live on the opposite side of the city, my friend.
Of course, I agree that this whole business is distasteful. Even still, the sort of influence you would have.
I could change much for our people. Yes. Yes?
Looks like they were just talking about her taking a seat on the council. So good to see you once again. I trust you are ready to assist me with my campaign. Larissa asks much of me, but our cause is worth the risks. The title of advisor would grant us enormous influence, information, and access. I could change this rebellion. I could save so many lives. I will need strong endorsement to ascend through. There are many houses who stand with me by virtue of my family's name. Some are more hesitant. Lady Aurora of House Astravar is the most prominent of these. Seek her out, offer your aid in my stead. Earn her trust and the rest will follow.
Farewell.
My doors are always open.
If Lilith has achieved the role of advisor to the Grand Magistrix, we will need to open a path for her. It is true she will have some supporters, but they alone cannot grant her the title. There are other houses that Lilith must contend with. Fear and coercion are their tools. None dare stand against them openly, and we cannot win them over with favors and oaths. Seek out Orluin. I trust he will have some ideas of how to proceed.
Is there something you need?
Okay, so one of these guys, this is important. The ancient mana is currency that you collect in this zone, And this is actually important for part of this story as well, so I had to build this up to pretty much almost max level of what I currently have. So, because one of these NPCs, I have to bribe him. That's the only way he's going to help. And we're going to talk to him first. So we have to bribe him not once, but twice. So I'll be taking a little break from the video at some point. You won't see that, but I'll be taking a little break from the video to go gather more ancient mana and then pay him off again. But there's twice we're going to have to pay him off because he's all about money. Here he is.
Menagerie's that way.
I'm always open to a productive working relationship. We need your help persuading some noble houses to support Lilith's bid for advisor. Are you in?
Don't linger. Is that what she's up to? Brave girl. I'd be delighted to help, but... Are you lost?
I'm always open to productive working relationship. I need to pay him 1,200 ancient mana in order for him to help us.
Watch your back.
Very well. Let us talk strategy.
Always a pleasure. Do things my way and she'll be advisor before dinner.
Well, he's certainly positive. There are 2 houses that pose a threat to Lilith's rise, but we concern ourselves with only one of them now. House Duskmere commands respect through fear, and fear is not unfounded. Few can boast of magical talent equal to those of the Reuven Duskmere. Oh, Reuven Duskmere is the name of, I guess, the head of the house. Without this charming specimen, however, their house is nothing. I know you may find my methods distasteful. Know that there were demons in Suramar long before the Legion. This one has lived long enough. So I have to kill Reuven Duskmere. And what's going to help here is I can fly, so now I can get around the city a lot faster. There's been a lot of changes since my last Suramar video. Okay, so she's in this room. She's in this house right down below me. But she's gonna... Or is she? Yeah, no. Is she? No, where is she? She's here somewhere. Ah, she's down here. There it is, Reuven. It's male, actually, not a female. Okay, where can I land and not get attacked immediately? Okay, first let's get out of combat. Because the moment I dismount, I'm going to get attacked. Okay, we've got our disguise back. There's Reuven right there. Everyone around him is not an enemy. They're all green, so they won't attack me when I attack him.
A challenger! Don't make.
The Legion brings us power, and kneel before the might of the Felderer.
Promised.
They promised. Oh, and he's here.
State your business.
It seemed as though we had you had that well in hand. I did not want to interrupt. That is one less power hoarding noble worry. That's one... What? That is one less power hoarding noble to worry about. Well done. Okay, so that gives me more artifact power I can't use. At least not yet. Okay. Corrine Stellaris and Reuven Duskmere were close friends, but one always overshadowed the other. Now the Stellaris family stands to gain from Lord Reuven's death, handsomely. House Duskmere will soon learn of their loss. I want you to be the one to redirect their anger and grief. A handful of well-placed rumors should do the trick. I won't be lingering in this part of the city for long, and Lilith will want to know of your efforts. Return to her when you are finished.
Watch your back.
So now I have to turn the two families against each other.
Something's not quite right.
We've got to turn a quest in here.
Night well nourish us.
I love Lady Lysandra like a sister, but I am afraid my hands are tied. How could I let this happen? Aura wrings her hands. Yesterday, Corin Stellaris approached me about the appointment. He sought my support, but I did not offer it. He said my son's life would continue as normal if I gave him my vote. This morning my son was gone. I can only think of the terrible things he may be suffering. You know that what this family is capable of, or you know what this family is capable of. You want my support, but I can do nothing while my son is in danger. Nothing. Please save him.
Stars guide you.
Okay, so they've kidnapped her son, and I have to plant rumors. Okay, so I have to do two different things. So first, since the rumors are nearby, I'm going to plant rumors first. And that's in here.
Greetings.
Oh, my dear Reuven. He was such a brash child, so full of pride. I always knew he would take great power for his own one someday. But not this. I did not see this coming, oh my child. And here's the rumor I spread. There is talk in the streets that they found a silver crescent near his corpse. Is that true?
Be well.
That's the first rumor planted. This is the whole elite area. It's very difficult to get through here without getting attacked. This guy's a server.
Tenubala.
I was personal attendant to Lord Reuven himself. Now I am reduced to delivering wine and sweets to petulant
An illusion.
nobles.
What are you hiding?
The world.
Here we go. This is another reason I wanted to be maxed out with level and rep and stuff, because this happens in this area where your disguise gets pulled down.
Greetings.
I heard the rumor that Corin Stellaris has begun to purchase the remaining Dustmere attendants. Is that true?
Walk in the moonlight.
Okay, so it looks like I'm painting the rumor that the Dustmere clan is trying to do a power grab for influence in the city. It looks like that's what I'm trying to spread. Oh, there's a little pool here. It's quite nice.
We are eternal.
My Lord Reuven promised such power. If he were to ascend to the palace, I believed him. I made plans. Now he is dead, and I cannot show my face without drawing stares. I am ashamed. How could one such as he fall so low? I overheard a rather crude joke at poor Reuven's expense while visiting the Stellaris family. I can't imagine you would want to hear it.
Night guide you.
Preposterous. A joke at my lord's expense? Only a madman would attempt it. Okay, so those are the 3 rumors planted. Now we have to rescue her son. Where is her son? Ah, there
An
he is.
illusion. What are you hiding?
Just land right here. I think they meant to kill me. I'm getting off this infernal ship. I'll return to my mother at once. So let's head back to his mom. This is so much easier just flying over the city. When I've done this on other characters, it has taken so long when we didn't have flying just to get through these areas. Like to the point where it's like, oh my god, I used to die like crazy.
We see the stars once
One
more.
wrong move and you're screwed in this area. He is unharmed? I owe you and Lilith a great debt. I will endeavor to protect my son until the votes are cast. Corin Stellaris is a predator, even among the nobility. It does not surprise me that he should stoop to such depths to ensure his own success. Tell Lilith that she has my support, unequivocally. You may also choose to tell her that Corin Stellaris will hurt her if she gives him a chance. Be careful.
The Shaldarai shall rise.
So he doesn't like upstarts that threaten his power. So we know that much too. Yeah, I'm trying to hide the sky a bit because that sky is part of the story coming up and I don't want to show it off, but it's hard to avoid it now that it's in the sky. So I'll just accept it for what it is. I'm just not going to talk about it until we get to that point in the story. I do wish it was phased and it only appeared when I reached the part of the story where it's supposed to appear.
Good day.
I know of Corin. He will not we will not underestimate his venom, rest assured. Thank you for helping. I think it's Aurora. Without an A, it's with an E. She is a dear friend of mine. The city is buzzing with very interesting gossip. Victory is that much closer. Already the city is abuzz with outrage. I will not lie to you, it pleases me greatly that one such as Corin is made a fool. The other houses have sent their endorsements. It is done, and nothing remains but a formal ceremony to grant me the title of advisor. Meet me there. You deserve to share in the success.
Glory to the Shaldarai. Meet me within the Sanctum of Order. I must prepare for the ceremony.
I will go home. I have no business among such esteemed individuals. I accept your gratitude, by the way.
Yeah, I think the 1200 ancient mana was the second part of his quest, if I recall correctly. So I think we're done with him. We're done paying him off. Okay, so now we're going to fly back, not quite near the front gate, but it's one of the major buildings. I think it's this one right here. It's nighttime right now, so everything's a little bit darker. Alright, do we go upstairs? Yeah, we just go through the teleporter upstairs. Or is it downstairs? No, it's downstairs. Here we go. Okay, that's her there, so I just gotta step
Who
by
goes
these.
there?
I humbly accept this appointment. It is an honor beyond words.
Filthy, backstabbing cretin! That title should have been mine! You impinge upon my honor! You besmirch my name with baseless accusations!
My lord, you have lost your sense of decorum. It is already decided.
Oh, he's angry.
Greetings.
This may not end as cleanly as I would have preferred.
I will reclaim my honor. I invoke the ancient right, Talashar.
Talashar is an honor duel. If I lose, then I must forfeit my title to Corin Stellaris. Lilith smiles gently. This is why you are going to fight for me. I will grant you a more powerful disguise for this task, and together we will put Corin in his place. Speak to me when you are ready to battle on my behalf.
I will honor my father's name. Talashar it is. I name my friend here as my champion.
I have no need to hide behind a champion. I will defend my own honor. Meet me atop the sanctum when you are ready to die, whelp.
Oh, he's really angry. Like, really, really angry. Alright.
Good day.
I am ready to face Corin.
The people will rise. I am modifying your disguise to allow you to fight like one of us. Win me a title, won't you?
Okay, so now she's giving me this disguise of, wow, he looks really cool. Let's zoom in a bit there. Looks pretty awesome. Oh, I wish I could play a Nightborn as a race. They look so cool. They may be elven, but they look cool. All right, here we go. So I've got 4 skills to choose from. Rewind, where I can turn back time and restore health. I can do Spell Break, which, what is it? Strike the enemy's throat with your Spellbreaker, interrupting any spell cast. Spiral Slice, enter a slicing spiral, inflicting arcane damage to nearby enemies every 1 for 6 seconds. That's worded strangely. And then Force Blast, launch a barrage of energy at an enemy, inflicting 194,000 arcane damage. So here we go.
I will wrestle my title from your champion's lifeless hands, Lilith! You cannot match me! I am your better!
Sure I can. I'm matching you right now.
I will have what is owed me! I was framed.
I wish this had not been necessary, but you have done well. I will send you back to the tavern when you are ready.
It looks like somebody lost their disguise in the corridor here.
Greetings.
We made great strides today. I will not forget this.
Glory to the Shal'Darai.
Okay, so now we've got a server with a mask on. We're back in Lilith's house on the southern side of Suramar City. Friends with benefits. The Lunastray attendant, silent as ever, offers you a wax-sealed scroll. It reads, Dearest Feldevil, I asked my attendant to catch you, should things go in my favor. The role of advisor will keep me away from the estate for some time, and I settled on a gift for Tharissa. I have sent a detachment of attendants to Shalaran with some comfort items. Treat them well. They need someone to wait on, and I could think of none better. Give the others my thanks and my love. Advisor Lilith Lunastray. So we helped her out, and now she's gone. She's not helping us at all. How dare she? Okay, I'm just going to move some of this artifact power to another bag. Even though I've got 30 slot bags, I'm running out of slot space. I should just put my artifact power in my bank. Just get it out of the way. Okay, so let's go back to the base. Okay, we're back at base and something is going on. There's arcane energy and lightning, like, just flying out of the tree that we've been growing and cultivating. We have to save this tree because these people, these Nightborn, need it to survive.
Ishnu Allah.
The Arkandor is failing. The energy was once bound in its bows and fueled its growth. There was balance between life and arcane. Now the energy is breaking free. When the heart can no longer hold it, when the heart can no longer hold it, this tree will kill everything, every living thing in this hall. I have seen this happen before, and I must find a way to stop it from happening again. We must go to the tree that came before its bones. Its bones can guide us. Meet me at the Temple of Faladora. We will descend together.
Ande Faras,
The
meet me
Nightwell
at the
calls
Temple
to
of
me.
Faladora. We must study the past to preserve our future.
So basically, the Nightborn and the Night Elves, they were one race. Like, the Elves were one race. Even the Blood Elves were all part of the race, right? And they all split in the past. Like, long, long ago. There was a split, and they all kind of fractured in different clans. Okay, so now we have 2 quests that have opened, and both these quests are dungeons. So the Nightwell is a font of incredible power. We must not allow the Legion to make use of it. Deep beneath Suramar is a defunct set of tunnels known as the Archway. They were abandoned when a disaster disrupted the mana collectors operating there. I know not what awaits you down there, but I do know one thing. We are not the only ones interested in this place. Make enough noise, and one of the advisors with whom I served under, Alisson, is sure to appear. His name is Vandros. Slay him if you can. His death will be our victory, and as we deprive Alisson of one more weapon in her arsenal. In the Court of Stars, beware the fury of the patient elf. An opportunity presents itself. Lilith has arranged to grant you entry into a ball at the Court of Stars. I do not know what we will gain from this venture, but there is one task I must set for you. Advisor Melandris once called himself my ally. He and I planned Elisson's downfall, but when the moment came, I found myself betrayed. The wound his dagger inflicted still aches. I cannot enter Suramar to take my revenge, but you can. Give him a traitor's death and bring me his spellstone.
Adratha Adore.
Okay, so there's another quest down below.
Power is out there. We need only reach for it.
Okay, so this is the quest that'll lead us to the dungeon. Beneath Suramar City is an ancient network of tunnels known as the Archway. They were abandoned some time ago as part of the cavern became unstable. Since then, who knows? Regardless of what is currently down there, I believe you will find something essential to our continued success. Long ago, my people took a thorough survey of the ley lines in and around Suramar. This they would have stored in the library in the Archway. Find this map for me.
Run along.
Okay, so these are both the dungeon quests. So there's 3 dungeon quests now. 2 of them are in one dungeon, the Archway, and the other one's in the Court of Stars. So at the end of my story for this zone, when I complete all the story aspects, we'll do the 2 dungeons, and then we'll do the Nighthold raid. And we'll do them all in sequence. There'll be no breaks in the videos this coming week. Okay, so first we gotta head out to the Temple of Faldora. Or sorry, Faldora. It's only like a 20-second flight, so we'll get there quick. These are just world quests popping up with the exclamation marks. The circles with the exclamation marks are all world quests. Where is he? Looks like he's down below. doesn't show an arrow pointing down for that specific... Well, I either fly back and go through a portal, or I fight my way in. Okay, so he's just down here. I should be able to get to him without fighting. At least I hope so. Okay, no. We've got at least one fight. Might as well still collect my ancient mana.
Ours is a heavy burden.
I must find a way. Okay, so he's got two quests for me. Fragments of Disaster and the Shard Maidens. In the hall beyond rest the bones of the failed Arkandor. I will take fragments of the crystallized tree and attempt to read them. We must discover the root cause of this destruction. Only then do we have any hope of preventing this disaster from repeating itself.
We must learn why the old Arkandor failed. Its shattered bones may have the answers.
So we basically have to recover like 5 shards of bark from the old tree that was destroyed. Long have I wanted this land, walked this land, and I have seen many forms of corruption. The creatures that wander this hall are twisted by the magics unleashed by the failed Arkandor. These dryads have lost their way and cannot be saved. You must destroy them, end their suffering.
Seek harmony.
So 6 of them must die. And of course we have to get through all the minions that are in as well.
Many years ago, exiles from the shielded city came to rest here.
Oh, you want to sneak up behind me? I see how it is. Take that. I think these shards are in random places as well. I don't think they always
took
spawn in the
root
same
in
spot.
my heart. I shared with them the ancient gift.
Oh, I should be able to kill these 3 and be done with it.
An Arkandor. For a time it sustained them. For a time they were safe.
I love his voice.
It would not last. The tree became unstable. The Arkandor died. In a flash of wild magic, the inhabitants of Thalinar were twisted. The Felderai are my failure. I will not fail again.
So you are the one that directly caused this. Okay, so now we gotta talk to him.
I know
here.
my path.
I will study these carefully. If we are fortunate, there will be answers. Thank you. This place will never recover, but their madness need not harm others. I hope you have a better understanding of what is at stake. Come, there is no more for us to do here. Meet me in Shalaran and we will discuss what steps we may take next.
Farewell.
Okay, so now we go back to Shalaran. Okay, so we're back here and the tree is going crazy. Let's see if we can fix things.
Ishnu Allah.
We must find a solution. We are running out of time. The Arkandor is one of an ancient species. They were not bred, but created. In them, the arcane and primitive druidic magics merged into something greater than both. The arcane will soon devour it whole. We can restore balance, but it will require wild magic trapped in another realm. We must enter the Emerald Dream, the pure, unsullied vision of Azeroth, and bring back the essence of life itself. Only then can the Arkandor find stability and begin to thrive once more.
Ande for us.
Aran Arcana.
You have used the spellstone of Keldanoth to soothe countless withered, yet it contains merely a shade of the Arkandor's power. Draw from its slumbering seed. Clarissa holds aloft a gleaming white branch. This fell from the tree. Though it is severed, it is not dead. Invisible threads of magic bind all pieces of the Arkandor together. I have enchanted this branch with a new iteration of Keldanoth's charm spell. With it, you can mend the arcane essence of even more withered. Use it well.
The Shal'Darai will be redeemed.
Okay, so this is the
We are
branch of the
only as
Arkandor.
strong as our will.
Alright, so with that, I don't know what I'm supposed to do next. So I've got the quests. Okay, so it looks like one of the quests I have to go into the Emerald Nightmare raid again, which I've already done. But it looks like I have to go back into that raid, so we'll continue right after that. And this story video is to be continued. If you like this video, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe for more videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.